Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are all staying safe in light of the recent coronavirus disaster, if you like, everything that's going on, and that you're all staying inside but actually having things to do to keep you occupied, like reading a book and meditating. And that leads me very nicely on to this lesson, actually. Well, a lesson, but more a chat, as we're going to talk about meditation. And why? Because I had a question coming in that had asked me, Jock, how often do I need to meditate to get benefit? So, when we come right back, we're going to talk about meditation and not just the benefits of meditation, but how long should you really be meditating? God bless. Okay guys, welcome back. So we're going to dive into meditation, but before I actually dive into meditation, let me just thank all the new subscribers to the YouTube channel, and also, the new subscribers to the podcast as well. And if you are listening to the podcast, then please do subscribe on iTunes or elsewhere that you hear it. And if you are new to the YouTube channel, then please subscribe below, there'll be a link below, and look forward to teaching you and sharing wisdom and learning from you guys as well. So thank you to the new subscribers that have joined us recently. Now, what we're going to, this whole idea about meditation, I've had so many even when I've taught workshops, or I have given one-day workshops, or I've did retreats or anything like that, so many people have a problem with meditation. They have a problem with keeping their mind quiet, and that's something that I'm going to talk about, and how meditation actually helps you in your mediumship. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure that meditation really helps you as much in your mediumship as what people think. I actually think that mindfulness, daily awareness practices help you more than doing meditation, because I've seen so many people that meditate regularly, and then I've seen a medium that doesn't meditate, and the medium's more accurate and is much better in terms of standards than the person who's meditating day in and day out. And I remember years ago, I was talking to a very well-known medium, and he was saying to me that he didn't meditate as much as people thought he did, and that he just had the natural capacity to do it, that it didn't matter how often people were meditating, that the mediumship was part of his life. The mediumship it's part of your life. It will help you to become more aware, meditation, but it certainly shouldn't be the be-all and end-all of any tool that you use to develop your mediumship. That's just a small aspect of it. So, and I'll go on and do other videos and things like that. So what I want to talk about is how often should you meditate to get benefit? And I've heard so many people, I've told other people, you should be meditating every day. You should be doing it 3 days a week. You should be doing it twice a day, and you'll become more sensitive. And to be honest, that's a load of bull, really. The reality and the truth of meditation is even if you meditate for 5 minutes once, you will get some kind of benefit from it, even if it is just bringing you to a level of peace within yourself. Even if it is maybe calming your emotion from maybe something that you are going through at the time. Remember, meditation is not also just about sitting quietly or listening to music or going through a guided meditation. It is being aware, it's becoming aware of your mind, your body, and your soul as one. And so, any meditative practice that you have, no matter how often or how sparse, will have a benefit. So, you don't have to actually meditate a great deal to have any benefit from it. But the biggest thing that I'll say is that consistency will help you to go into meditation much easier, and you will gain greater benefit. Not necessarily just the one benefit, you'll get greater level of benefits from it. So meditation can be great to help you reduce stress, to reduce anxiety, to make you more aware of your surroundings, to make you more aware of spirit energies, to be able to learn to discern more. So there's so much more involved in meditation than what you think. And it's not difficult, okay? Meditation in itself is not difficult. We make it difficult in its simplicity, okay? I'm going to say that again. We make meditation difficult in its simplicity because our expectations are not aligned with what really meditation is and how it really works within our psyche and within our physiology, if you like. Our expectations are almost very misaligned to really what we expect from meditation. We expect to have some amazing sort of enlightenment, or we expect to see guides all the time, or we expect to have great epiphanies and have these experiences that we see spirit and it's very objective and it's subject, and that's not true. Okay. A great deal of time when you have these experiences, a lot of the time you can create them from your own ego. You can create them from your own mind processes, your consciousness. It takes time to be able to develop the capacity within you where you can meditate and go quiet and keep your mind still, to be able to enhance the blending of your energies with spirit and to raise your vibration sufficiently enough. So the reality is that you don't have to meditate a great deal to get benefit from it. But how often should you really meditate? If you're developing your mediumship, do you have to meditate every day? No, absolutely not. And for those of you that are forcing yourself to meditate every day to develop your mediumship, you don't have to. Don't be forced into a false sense of security. Meditating 3 times a week or even twice a week could be just as beneficial to you and your mediumship as someone who's meditating twice a day or every day. It boils down to your capacity for mediumship. It boils down to your capacity to utilize the tools of the spirit, okay, your spirit tools, your psyche, your faculties, your psychic faculties, how you can harness them. And it's not just about the mediumship, it's about how you are aware. I would say awareness is more appropriate than anything else. And in the mediumship exercise, in the mindfulness exercises, or being mindful or going into a meditative state, we learn to harness that awareness at a deeper level where we can actually utilize the awareness to power our psychic faculties and our spirit awareness itself. So you don't actually have to meditate that much. I mean, there's been times in my life as a medium, I thought that I had to sit down and meditate regularly to get more accurate. And then there was times I didn't meditate for months. I felt so guilty. It was terrible. I hadn't meditated I hadn't gone into any quiet because I was so stressed with anything. I was absolutely terrified because then I had, some readings that I had to do and I hadn't been meditating. There was no difference. My accuracy was still just as good. I was able to connect with spirit, and the meditation didn't make any difference. to the mediumship. The meditation makes a difference to you. Okay? That's where you get your strength in your mediumship, or strength in on awareness of your life. The meditation is not the tool that will actually help to develop your mediumship or your intuition. It is helping you to develop as an individual, as a spirit being having a human experience. It is making you more aware of the capacities within the physical world and within the spiritual world. Okay? You are the tool that actually is utilized. And when you are meditating, you are developing that tool to be more harmonious with the spirit experience and the physical world, the physical experience. As you develop that relationship to a greater capacity and a greater union, so too will your ability to use your psychic faculties, your intuition, and your mediumship develop. So it is not the key. Mediumship doesn't require a key of meditation to be successful. And in your life, you don't have to meditate every single day to get a benefit. I'm not quite sure what the ratio is, but they reckon that meditation, even for 10 minutes a day, or a couple of days a week, can give you more relaxation and power your vitality more than anything else. We have seen in the past where people have meditated their way out of cancer, where they have meditated their way out of issues, or where they've been in meditation and they get the answers to a problem. So as you're developing that meditation, this is where you'll get different benefits from it. But there is no, rule, hard and fast rule at how long you should be meditating. So, I mean, I meditate, recently I've been meditating daily. Myself, my wife, Joanne, we do it each day. And but that's primarily because we're on lockdown. So, if we were busy doing other things, or we were teaching workshops or teaching different things, would we be meditating every day? Probably not. But it wouldn't hurt our capacity or ability to operate as healers or mediums, or in any respect. It just helps us to develop ourselves to be more in tune and more aware of our spiritual and physical capacities within the material world and within the spiritual world. So, guys, don't put yourself under pressure. You don't have to meditate every single day to become a better medium or to become a better person. It will give you benefit in the long run to you developing as an individual. So go do that, and don't put pressure under yourself. If you want to meditate every day, do it. If you don't, then don't do it. There is no hard and fast rule, and not one person's going to get more benefit than another. God bless, guys.